Gila trout is a native species of this river, and it's a one-of-a-kind. That species is an indicator species, meaning when that species can thrive in this place, that means there's a balance. That means systems are working as they should. I first came to the Gila with Fish and Wildlife Service, working for recovery efforts for the Gila trout.
My name is John Zapata and I rescue Gila trout.
We're here with my boy, Santiago. This is his first time on the Gila. I think my more important job as a mother is to expose him to these different places. Let him see the water.
Today we're gonna catch some fish. I put a camera right there.
We have to educate kids in a positive way. I think the Gila trout is just one portion of the larger spirit of this place we call Gila.
Here we are in one of the prettiest places I've ever been. And I've been in a lot of pretty places. And when you're in a cathedral of nature like this, it's hard not to be part of where you are.
I left for a different job and I thought, oh good, I'm going back to the city where there's all of these things to do. And yeah, there were things to do, but I just kept imagining the Gila because it gets under your skin in a way that I can't even describe.
There's so many different rural, small communities around the wilderness. It seems like when there's an emergency, everybody rallies.
See, by the time I was 8 years old, I was milking 3 cows. I started shoeing horses at 14. I mean, you just worked.
Both our parents had a lot to do with it. And so we learned from them on, farming, ranching, just a little bit, everybody had to hunt.
Well, they prepared us for a life, to move on with life.
I really felt so deeply immersed within the beauty of everything. It left me speechless. I kept stopping to just look at everything and enjoy every little detail.
I'm Melissa Green with Gila Backcountry Horsemen. I lead volunteer projects out in the Gila National Forest and Gila Wilderness to keep the trails open for other people to enjoy. I am psyched to be outside and away from the computer, and we have a great thunderstorm rolling overhead, so it's great to hear those noises.
But it is nice to just kind of get away from everything from home. Well, I have no service. I don't have to worry about my job. I don't have to worry about talking to anyone. It's been really nice to just kind of get away. I think that this is going to be a really good experience for myself. I am incredibly busy. Currently, I work 2 jobs and I am in school, so I never really get a break. I'm diagnosed with anxiety and depression, and sometimes it kind of consumes me in random moments and I can't really control. Today we are going on the Trail of Little Dry. I'm really hoping that this trail will help me. I really want to go through a transformational journey, and yeah, I just want to see the beauty that this trail has to offer and see how it benefits and affects me.
Zeke and I are studying filmmaking. We went to the Gila forest to do a documentary about it. And if we were to tell a story about this magnificent and ancient place, we should start with the native cultures.
There are over 1,000 tribes.
Yes, definitely.
Don't worry about that.
People are native people. We share what's called a world view, indigenous ways of knowing, our knowledge. Respecting all things means that we have a responsibility to protect our relationship with the plants, the animals, the air, the water on this planet and in this universe.
We found it exciting to meet the people who work hard to maintain the beauty and essence of the Gila.
They took care of the earth so we could be here.
When we're talking about, this special place, what we're talking about is the upper Gila River. And it's very unusual to have a river anywhere in the world anymore where the headwaters are in wilderness. There's probably about 350 bird species that utilize the river corridor.
So I think he's really liking the birds on your shirt.
Yeah. Carol and I, we're both conservation biologists, so we tend to view the world through an ecological lens, and we are very attracted to the number of species and so forth that occur here. But other people love the river for lots of other reasons, for many different cultures and many different activities that go on in the forest, but it's all sort of based on the river, which is the heart of the whole system. The conservation groups in this area are tired of beating back one bad idea after another, a diversion or a dam. First step in protecting the river is getting people to love the river, right? This generation right now of young people have the opportunity to actually significantly change the trajectory of the earth for the next tens of thousands of years. If people apply themselves right now and really focus on the work ahead of us and really work to make change, you can make change.
I didn't mess up. I like to get creative. That was a remix.
You know, here in the Southwest, a 10 to 20,000 acre fire would be considered very large. Now it almost seems like 10, 20,000 acre fires are somewhat routine.
Over the past, well, it's probably 100 years, we have gone in there and suppressed fire for many different reasons.
Now what we're finding is all that suppression over the decades has created almost a perfect storm of buildup of fuels, dry conditions, long-term droughts, that when we do have a fire, they get much bigger than what we would have seen maybe in the past.
Earlier this year, May 13th, we got a call that there was a fire. I couldn't even tell you now, but it was tens of thousands of acres by the third day.
As the black fire continues to grow, weather conditions and dry fuel is pushing the second largest fire still burning in the state.
What they're doing on these big fires, because you can't go direct, is they're trying to find areas that they can stop progression of the fire.
Signal Peak, over to dispatch. I have a smoke report when you're ready to copy. Go ahead with the smoke report.
We are focusing on finding the human faces in the Gila who are working in different capacities for conservation and in connection to wilderness. And we're hoping that our stories will be transformative stories, and we're hoping that all of us and the students will be transformed in the process of telling these stories.
We've gone through a lot of stuff, and for you guys to be able to, like, I don't know, just lift yourself up from your bootstraps and, like, yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make these films about the Gila wilderness to celebrate the 100-year anniversary. I think it's just amazing.
I think trust yourself and trust others. Everything, honestly, just like Jayla said, everything works out. Y'all did it. You were tested just through the circumstance, and y'all made it happen. That was really cool to watch.
You know, transformational journeys are not meant to be easy.